I am a full-blooded member of the Majin race. You are a full-blooded member of the Majin race. How am I a full-blooded member of the Majin race? Why am I a full-blooded member of the Majin race? Was I always a full-blooded member of the Majin race? I am already a member of the Majin race with divine status. You are already a member of the Majin race with divine status. How am I already a member of the Majin race with divine status? Why am I already a member of the Majin race with divine status? Was I always a member of the Majin race with divine status? In a full-blooded Majin like Majin, you are a full-blooded Majin like Majin. How am I a full-blooded Majin like Majin? Why am I a full-blooded Majin like Majin? Was I always a full-blooded Majin like Majin? I am already a full-blooded Majin. You are already a full-blooded Majin. How am I already a full-blooded Majin? Why am I already a full-blooded Majin? Was I always a full-blooded Majin? I possess the full-blooded Majin physiology like Majin. You possess the full-blooded Majin physiology like Majin. How do I possess the full-blooded Majin physiology like Majin? Why do I possess the full-blooded Majin physiology like Majin? Did I always possess the full-blooded Majin physiology like Majin? My human DNA is being completely rewritten to be turned into 100% full-blooded Majin DNA. Your human DNA is being completely rewritten to be turned into 100% full-blooded Majin DNA. How is my human DNA being completely rewritten to have 100% full-blooded Majin DNA? Why is my human DNA being completely rewritten to have 100% full-blooded Majin DNA? Was my human DNA always being completely rewritten to have 100% full-blooded Majin DNA? I am no longer human and my human DNA no longer exists. You are no longer human and your human DNA no longer exists. How is it that I am no longer human and my human DNA no longer exists? Why is it that I am no longer human and my human DNA no longer exists? Was I ever human? Did my human DNA ever exist? My DNA is now 100% full-blooded Majin DNA. I have 100% full-blooded Majin DNA. Your DNA is now 100% full-blooded Majin DNA. How is it that my DNA is 100% full-blooded Majin DNA? Why is it that my DNA is 100% full-blooded Majin DNA? Was my DNA always 100% full-blooded Majin DNA? I have beautiful pink skin like Majin Buu. You have beautiful pink skin like Majin Buu. My skin is beautiful and pink like Majin Buu. How do I have beautiful pink skin like Majin Buu? Why do I have beautiful pink skin like Majin Buu? Did I always have beautiful pink skin like Majin Buu? I naturally have pink skin like Majin Buu. You naturally have pink skin like Majin Buu. How do I naturally have pink skin like Majin Buu? Why do I naturally have pink skin like Majin Buu? Did I always naturally have pink skin like Majin Buu? My melanin is reduced to have pink skin like Majin Buu. Your melanin is reduced to have pink skin like Majin Buu. I had all of the Majin Buu transformations, even fan-made ones. You had all of the Majin Buu transformations, even fan-made ones. How do I have all of the Majin Buu transformations, even fan-made ones? Why do I have all of the Majin Buu transformations, even fan-made ones? Did I always have all of the Majin Buu transformations, even fan-made ones? I have access to true God Ki due to being of divine nature and naturally possessing God Ki. You have access to true God Ki due to being of divine nature and naturally possessing God Ki. How do I have access to true God Ki? Why do I have access to true God Ki? Did I always have access to true God Ki? Was I always a being of divine nature naturally possessing God Ki? My skin is always moisturized. I always have moisturized skin. Your skin is always moisturized. How do I always have moisturized skin? Why do I always have moisturized skin? Did I always have moisturized skin? My skin is pink. I have pink skin. You have pink skin. Why is my skin pink? How's my skin pink? Was my skin always pink? My skin is baby smooth. I have baby smooth skin. You have baby smooth skin. How do I have baby smooth skin? Why do I have baby smooth skin? Was my skin always baby smooth? My skin is immune to acne. Your skin is immune to acne. How is my skin immune to acne? Why is my skin immune to acne? Was my skin always immune to acne? I am immune from acne. My skin is immune to sunburn. Your skin is immune to sunburn. How is my skin immune to being sunburned? Why is my skin immune to being sunburned? Was my skin always immune to being sunburned? I am immune to sunburn. I am immune to stretch marks. You are immune to stretch mark. Why am I immune to stretch marks? How am I immune to stretch marks? Was I always immune to stretch marks? My skin is immune to pores. My skin is immune to blemishes. I have skin immune to blemishes. You have skin immune to blemishes. Why is my skin immune to blemishes? How is my skin immune to blemishes? Was my skin always immune to blemishes? I have radiant skin. My skin is radiant. You have radiant skin. How is my skin so radiant? Why is my skin so radiant? Was my skin always this radiant? I have flawless skin. My skin is flawless. You have flawless skin. How is my skin so flawless? Why is my skin so flawless? Was my skin always this flawless? I have attractive skin. My skin is attractive. You have attractive skin. How is my skin so attractive? Why is my skin so attractive? Was my skin always this attractive? I love myself and I'm comfortable in my skin. You love yourself and are comfortable in your skin. I have red colored pupils and eyes. You have red colored pupils and eyes. How do I have red colored pupils and eyes? Why do I have red colored pupils and eyes? Did I always have red colored pupils and eyes? I have the best version of my eyes. You have the best version of your eyes. How do I have the best version of my eyes? Why do I have the best version of my eyes? Did I always have the best version of my eyes? I regain lost hue in my eyes. You regain lost hue in your eyes. How do I regain lost hue in my eyes? Why do I regain lost hue in my eyes? Did I always regain lost hue in my eyes? I have healthy eyes. You have healthy eyes. How do I have such healthy eyes? Why do I have such healthy eyes? I have clean eyes. You have clean eyes. How do I have such clean eyes? Why do I have such clean eyes? I have very attractive eyes. You have very attractive eyes. How do I have such attractive eyes? Why do I have such attractive eyes? Did I always have very attractive eyes? I have the most beautiful eyes in the multiverse. You have the most beautiful eyes in the multiverse. How do I have the most beautiful eyes in the multiverse? Why do I have the most beautiful eyes in the multiverse? Did I always have the most beautiful eyes in the multiverse? I look like Kid Majin Buu. You look like Kid Majin Buu. How do I look like Kid Majin Buu? Why do I look like Kid Majin Buu? Did I always look like Kid Majin Buu? I have Majin Buu super personally. I have the time ring like Goku Black that keeps me from time anomalies and being erased from the timeline or affecting the timeline negatively. You have the time ring like Goku Black that keeps you from time anomalies and being erased from the timeline or affecting the timeline negatively. How do I have a time ring like Goku Black that keeps me from time anomalies and being erased from the timeline or affecting the timeline negatively? Why do I have a time ring like Goku Black that keeps me from time anomalies and being erased from the timeline or affecting the timeline negatively? Did I always have a time ring like Goku Black that keeps me from time anomalies and being erased from the timeline or affecting the timeline negatively? I have all the abilities and powers of Majin Buus and I can create my own transformations. You have all the abilities and powers of Majin Buus and you can create your own transformations. Why do I have all the abilities and powers of Majin Buus? How do I have all the abilities and powers of Majin Buus? Did I always have all the abilities and powers of Majin Buus? Why can I create my own transformations? How can I create my own transformations? Was I always able to create my own transformations? I am immune to all diseases. You are immune to all diseases. How am I immune to all diseases? Why am I immune to all diseases? Was I always immune to all diseases? I look completely like Kid Majin Buu. You look completely like Kid Majin Buu. How do I look completely like Kid Majin Buu? Why do I look completely like Kid Majin Buu? Did I always look completely like Kid Majin Buu? I have Super Majin Buu's clothes. You have Super Majin Buu's clothes. How do I have Super Majin Buu's clothes? Why do I have Super Majin Buu's clothes? Did I always have Super Majin Buu's clothes? I look skinny yet muscular. You look skinny yet muscular. How do I look skinny yet muscular? Why do I look skinny yet muscular? Did I always look skinny yet muscular? I look like I am in peak physical condition. You look like you're in peak physical condition. Why do I look like I am in peak physical condition? How do I look like I am in peak physical condition? Did I always look like I am in peak physical condition? I can constantly evolve and go into new permanent god forms. You can constantly evolve and go into new permanent god forms. How's that constantly I evolve and go into new permanent god forms? Why is it that constantly I evolve and go into new permanent god forms? I evolve and become better and stronger in a fight. You evolve and become better and stronger in a fight. How is it that when I evolve I become better and stronger in a fight? Why is it that when I evolve I become better and stronger in a fight? When I get hurt I become stronger and more powerful. When you get hurt you become stronger and more powerful. Why is it that when I get hurt I become stronger and more powerful? How is it that when I get hurt I become stronger and more powerful? The more I fight the more powerful I become. The more you fight the more powerful you become. How is it that the more I fight the more powerful I become? Why is it that the more I fight the more powerful I become? The more I fight the more I learn about myself. The more you fight the more you learn about myself. How is it that the more I fight the more I learn about myself? Why is it that the more I fight the more I learn about myself? I have Gaki and energy. You have Gaki and energy. Why do I have Gaki and energy? How do I have Gaki and energy? Did I always have Gaki and energy? My Gaki allows me to do many powerful things that are impossible. Your Gaki allows you to do many powerful things that are impossible. How is it that my Gaki allows me to do many powerful things that are impossible? Why is it that my Gaki allows me to do many powerful things that are impossible? I make the impossible possible from just wanting it to happen. You make the impossible possible from just wanting it to happen. I can travel to fictional worlds and dimensions. You can travel to fictional worlds and dimensions. How is it that I can travel to fictional worlds and dimensions? Why is it that I can travel to fictional worlds and dimensions? Was I always able to travel to fictional worlds and dimensions? Fate bends to my will to make anything I want happen. I am immune to death. You are immune to death. How am I immune to death? Why am I immune to death? Was always immune to death. I am immortal. You are immortal. How am I immortal? Why am I immortal? Was I always immortal? Did I always have immortality? I am absolutely immortal. Nothing can kill me. You are absolutely immortal. Nothing can kill you. How is it that I am absolutely immortal and nothing can kill me? Why is it that I am absolutely immortal and nothing can kill me? I am determined to live no matter what. You are determined to live no matter what. Why am I so determined to live no matter what? How am I so determined to live no matter what? I have the best mental, physical, and spiritual health in the multiverse. You have the best mental, physical, and spiritual health in the multiverse. How is it that I have the best mental, physical, and spiritual health in the multiverse? Why is it that I have the best mental, physical, and spiritual health in the multiverse? I have ultimate God key. You have the ultimate God key. How do I have the ultimate God key? Why do I have the ultimate God key? Did I always have the ultimate God key? I can easily produce God key. You can easily produce God key. How can I easily produce God key? Why can I easily produce God key? I have the best key and God key in history in the multiverse. You have the best key and God key in history in the multiverse. How do I have the best key and God key in history in the multiverse? Why do I have the best key and God key in history in the multiverse? The more I study, meditate, and gain experience, my key and God key will increase by 4 billion centillion. The more you study, meditate, and gain experience, your key and God key will increase by 4 billion centillion. Why is it that the more I study, meditate, and gain experience, my key and God key increases by 4 billion centillion? How is it that the more I study, meditate, and gain experience, my key and God key increases by 4 billion centillion? Every time I breathe, blink, eat, walk, sleep. I gain more ki and god ki by 4 billion centillion every time you breathe. Blink, ki, walk, sleep. You gain more ki and god ki by 4 billion centillion. Why is it that every time I breathe, blink, ki, walk, sleep, I gain more ki and god ki by 4 billion centillion? How is it that every time I breathe, blink, ki, walk, sleep, I gain more ki and god ki by 4 billion centillion? I have mastered all ki and Majin abilities and god forms manipulation. You have mastered all ki and Majin abilities and god forms manipulation. How did I master all ki and Majin abilities and god forms manipulation? I have all Majin abilities. You have all Majin abilities. How is it that I have all Majin abilities? Why is it that I have all Majin abilities? Did I always have all Majin abilities? I have mastered all Majin transformations and abilities. You have mastered all Majin transformations and abilities. How was I able to master all Majin transformations and abilities? Why was I able to master all Majin transformations and abilities? I have mastered all Majin abilities variations. You have mastered all Majin abilities variations. Why have I mastered all Majin abilities variations? How did I master all Majin abilities variations? I have mastered all of Majin abilities. You have mastered all of Majin abilities. How did I master all of Majin abilities? Why did I master all of Majin abilities? I mastered all Majin abilities. You have mastered all Majin abilities. How did I master all Majin abilities? Why did I master all Majin abilities? I have mastered all of the Majin race abilities. You have mastered all of the Majin race abilities. I have mastered all Majin methods of using the abilities. You have mastered all Majin methods of using the abilities.